Sports Control in New York. We welcome those of you who are watching San Antonio and Philadelphia, and right now we'll bring you up to date on what's happening elsewhere in the United States Football League. In the Superdome, the New Orleans Breakers are leading the Denver Gold in a battle between two of the league's better teams. Early in the ball game, New Orleans got on the board first on a running play. Buford Jordan going in from 9 yards out with 66 yards rushing in the first half. Jordan has been the key performer in the ball game, and that capped a 68-yard drive to open the game. Later, Spielman got a field goal for Denver. Mazzetti got one for New Orleans. New Orleans missed a field goal, or had one blocked, I should say, on the final play of the half, and it is 10-3 New Orleans at the half. New Jersey, surprisingly, trails Pittsburgh at Pittsburgh 10-0. In that ball game, Mike Rozier of Pittsburgh was lost early to the Maulers with a mild concussion. You're going to see the play on which Rozier was lost. An incomplete pass and then a hit from general safety John Preston. That gave Rozier the mild concussion, which will keep him out at least for the rest of today's action. And with Rozier on the sidelines, the running back for Pittsburgh becomes Amos Lawrence, formerly of North Carolina. Famous Amos getting a second chance at football in the USFL after his brief NFL career. Went in from 4 yards out with the game's only touchdown. It is 10-0 Pittsburgh. Remember, neither Brian Sipe, the Generals quarterback, nor Walt Michaels, their coach, has ever won a game in Pittsburgh in their present role. In about 10 minutes, Washington at 0-8 will be kicking off against Oakland at 0-8. And the bad news for the winner of that game is that it will get today's opponent only once this year. Less than 2 weeks to go before the Kentucky Derby.
Of the Gunslingers making his first appearance of the afternoon. He'll be kicking off deep for the Philadelphia Stars, Mark McCants, Tom Donovan, and Herbert Harris. It's coming down to McCants. He takes him at the 7-yard line, back over the 15, over the 20. He's got a hole. He's got a wide open field. If he can get that one block, he cuts back at midfield, down close to the 40-yard line of the San Antonio Gunslingers. Temple University's Mark McCants almost broke it all the way, as it was one heck of a big return. Peter Rayford saving the day for the Gunslingers.
Great kick returner. All he needs is a little bit of a hole. Hey, you have to be one of those guys, you know, one of those crazy guys to do this anyway, but he gets a hole right there as the alley forms. Now watch Mickemeyer, number 5. He does all he can do. That's a great play. Not a form tackle, but a great play by Mickemeyer, and stops Philadelphia from getting a touchdown.
Officially goes for 51 yards. Chuck Fusina will begin operations at the 44 of the Slingers. Alan Harbin on the counter gets about a yard, and that's it. Tommy Tabor ties him up. In that first half, when the Stars scored 14 points, here are the numbers. In the first down department, 10 of those 13 came in the second quarter for the Philadelphia Stars. The big stat, 156 passing yards, as Chuck Fusina really unleashed his good arm in that second quarter. Time of possession as well shows that those were sustained drives by the Philadelphia Stars, as they had the ball for 6+ minutes more than the San Antonio Gunslingers. Second down and 9 yards to go, operating from the San Antonio 43. Play action pass, Chuck Fusina looking for his tight end, Steve Folsom. He's got a step on John Bearfield. Saving tackle, though, brings him down inside the 25-yard line, and the Philadelphia Stars are on the roll once again.
That's the gunslinger position, Bearfield. Now, the one thing you don't want to do is let the tight end cross your face and get ahead of you if he's quick. He just did it at the right side of your screen. See, look at Bearfield chasing him. He's beating him to the inside. Fusina right on the money. Big gain.
Steve Folsom, a great story. Not only is he involved as a professional football player, but he is a physical conditioning advisor to the United States women's ski team. So he's an all-purpose guy who not only plays sports, but helps others who do it as well. Out of the University of Utah, tight end Steve Folsom. Chuck Fusina on first down. The pitch is to Alan Harbin. He's going to try to turn the corner. A lot of pursuit, a lot of blue shirts, and he's forced out of bounds. And they're having a meeting of the minds in front of one of our ABC television cameras, as that is Dr. Doom, John Bearfield, and Mr. Harbin saying we didn't mean it.
Dr. Doom a little upset after the last play when Folsom beat him, and he almost gets a penalty. Harbin here just doesn't have the speed of a Kelvin Bryant to get outside. San Antonio making a good rush on defense. So watch Bearfield as he grabs Harbin. He's thinking about it. Should I throw him into this truck or what? And he says, well, no, I got hold off, and it's a good thing he did.
Philadelphia Stars operating once again from the 22-yard line. No gain on that previous play. So it'll be a second down and 10 for Chuck Fusina. Gunslingers are showing a blitz. They may be coming with some people. Now the linebackers back off. No blitz. Play action fake to Harvin. Usfl pumps once. Now looks to the left. Willie Collier, but he was out of bounds. No touchdown despite the reception. There was a little pump fake. He tried to beat Raymond Waddy, who was burned earlier on the Tom Donovan touchdown, but Willie Collier comes in out of bounds.
Okay, he did beat Waddy. The ball just a little bit overthrown. Collier needed to drag that left foot, couldn't do it, so we go back to the line of scrimmage.
Call it 3rd down and 10 for the Philadelphia Stars. They're at the 22-yard line of the San Antonio Gunslingers. They already lead this football game 14-0. Double wide receivers to the left. Harvin and Riley behind Chuck Duzina. The straight drop. Looking over the middle. Had it to Fitzke. Fitzke drops a pass he almost always holds on to. So it'll bring up a 4th down situation. A field goal attempt for David Trout.
It's a big play for San Antonio that Fitzke actually made the big play by dropping it. They have to reestablish themselves. Fitzke cutting it off short. Inside the coverage. That's a linebacker on him. Schote can't handle him. Fitzke can't handle the pass. They're really beating on these linebackers now on the short patterns. Mora there has seen a hole in the defense, and he's taken advantage of it.
And the gentleman we saw walking behind Coach Mora, assistant coach Joe Marciano, who does a great job with the special teams. One of his players, David Trout, attempting the field goal, and he has upped the Philadelphia Stars margin to 17-0 with a 39-yard field goal. And the Philadelphia Stars are back on the board. We have 12 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. From the Alamo Stadium in San Antonio, Stars 17, Slingers nothing. We're back in San Antonio where the Stars on a 39-yard David Trout field goal have upped the margin to 17-0. Now the ball has fallen off the tee. The young man right there, David Trout from the University of Pittsburgh, will re-tee it. Deep for the San Antonio Gunslingers, a pair of receivers, Marcus Bonner and Mike Ulmer, and those are the 2 up men in front of him standing up around the 15. David Trout gets the kick away, and going back into the end zone about 7 yards is Marcus Bonner, and staying in the end zone about 7 yards deep is Mr. Bonner, so they'll bring it out to the 20, where the Gunslingers will begin. 1st down and 10 with 12:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Lots of military people stationed in San Antonio, Texas, and on this Easter Sunday, when we give thanks for so many things in this great country of ours, it is nice to give thanks to the young men and young women who serve their country here and elsewhere around the world. There's Rick Neuheisel, and he knows, trailing 17-0 in the 3rd quarter of this football game, this is a very critical drive. They need to get some points on the board. They cannot afford to be stalled when you're down 17 already.
I think that field goal that Philadelphia got after that big kick return, almost a blessing for San Antonio. Since early in the 2nd quarter, they've been a little bit out of control of the game. Philadelphia has dominated. They need to assert their control again, and I think Neuheisel said it best in the interview in the 1st half. They have to have patience, but they also at the same time have to open this game up a little bit, and I think you'll see the Gunslingers do that.
All right, Neuheisel is your quarterback. The backs behind him are Stamper and Penwhite. 1st and 10 from the 20. Neuheisel back to pass, is under a heavy rush, gets it off to Penwhite. Penwhite over the 20, 25, up to around the 28-yard line. He's finally forced out of bounds by number 21, Bill Hardy. So a nice 1st down pass. Right now, let's join Mike Berry.
I'm down here on the sidelines, down with Irv Eatman, the fine offensive lineman for the Philadelphia Stars. When you're playing a defense like the Gunslingers, which is basically young, inexperienced, but a lot of emotion, is that tough for you?
They're doing a lot of things to try to confuse us, and sometimes they've been successful, but most of the time we've handled it pretty well, and we've been able to execute our game plan the way we wanted to so far.
Were you confused in the 1st half, though?
Well, a little bit, because they did some things that we weren't expecting them to do, but now we made some adjustments, and I think we're prepared to take it on in the 2nd half.
Back upstairs.
2nd and 1 for the 29. The give is to Stamper. Out over the 30, 35. He's trying to turn the corner on Hardy. Hardy stops him, though, at about the 36-yard line. Scott Stamper with the 1st down and then some as the Gunslingers get it out around 36-yard line, still in their own territory.
Stamper's just 5'9", one of a few short players in this game, but a very tough competitor and a strong runner. Look at that as he uses his legs to get through that leg kick. Just doesn't have the great speed that he might need to get outside and break that for a big one. Hardy, by the way, from Virginia Tech, has replaced Garcia Lane early in the 2nd half at corner.
All right, Rick Neuheisel operating 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. He's got double wide receivers to the left and another wide receiver going in motion. It's a deep pitch to Penwhite going to the right side. He's back out to around the 37-yard line, a short gain. As Mike Lush came up the free safety to help on the tackle. Mr. Penwhite right there gets his jersey over and under the shoulder pad.
Well, they tried to do what Philadelphia had been doing early in the game. They put the man in motion, tried to get a crackback and maybe break Penwhite outside, but Philadelphia read it. Lush came up and made the play. That's excellent defense.
Second down and 9 from the 37-yard line. Stamper and Penwhite, the backs behind Neuheisel. Straight drop, now he steps up. He's going to keep the ball, and he's going to be back out to around the 38. Only going to gain a yard is Don Fielder, number 96 out of Kentucky. Has been a pest all day long as far as Mr. Neuheisel is concerned.
Vince Tobin's the defensive coordinator. This is great coaching. Watch the middle of the Philadelphia defensive line. It's supposed to be a screen. Look at him stop and go. He gives Neuheisel a little bit of a read like he's going to go outside, comes back and makes the play. That's just great coaching and terrific defense as they read that screen and stopped it.
All right, Fielder forces a 3rd down and 8 situation. Neuheisel straight back to pass, got good protection, directed his receivers. He's going over the middle. It's going to be very interesting to see where they mark that ball because he came back with the pass. Number 22, Jerry Gordon, was your receiver. He had to come back to get the ball, and they are going to mark it short of the 1st down, right around the 45-yard line. Bill Hardy was the man making the tackle. So right now the fans here at Alamo Stadium are chanting go, go, go. They think that this is a situation where the Slingers have got to keep the ball moving. They can't afford to punt it in the minds of the fans, and apparently Coach Gil Steinke agrees.
That's a good call, I think, but an excellent route by Gordon. Neuheisel looking around for a receiver, and Gordon did what he was supposed to do. He came back, he just came back a little too far. Good pass and a good catch by Gordon out of Grambling.
4th and 1, the ball is just over the 45. They have to get it just over the 46. Stamper and Penwhite are there, but Neuheisel keeps it himself. And again, it's going to be a judgment on the officials' part wherever the placement is. Right now, let's join our Mike Berry along the sidelines once again.
Don, I'm down here with Garcia Lane, the fine defensive back for the Philadelphia Stars. He will not see any more action today. A couple of plays ago, he took a knee in his right thigh, and it's such a bad muscle spasm, they've got it all iced up, and he's not going to be playing anymore today. Garcia Lane's out of action.
That not only affects the defensive scheme in terms of the secondary, but Garcia Lane, the fine young punt returner for the Stars as well. You saw the measurement. It is a 1st down in the judgment of the officials as we look at Rick Neuheisel, 11 and 18, 1:04 on the afternoon. Neuheisel back to pass, got the screen set up. He's not going to get very far, though. It went out to number 21, Marcus Bonner. Philadelphia Stars read the screen and had all sorts of people. You see the normal guys, Fielder and Mills, and the rest all involved.
Well, that's just terrific defense again by Philadelphia. George Cooper, the outside linebacker, will make the play. He gets blocked. But watch Cooper as he comes into your picture here. Now, this thing's set up pretty well. Cooper gets down, gets his hands down, and then gets back up and makes the first contact. Now, that's a terrific play by a linebacker to get knocked down and get up and still make the play.
2nd down, still 10 yards to go. They're at their own 47. Neuheisel, the give is to Roberts. He's going to sweep the right side, gets it up to midfield. It's going to be stopped right around midfield, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and long situation as Jonathan Sutton, the right cornerback, and Sam Mills, the field mouse, doing the job. Of course, Sam Mills, 1983 all USFL.
I don't know that I'd call Sam a field mouse to his face, that's for sure. San Antonio knows no matter what the score, they can't get away from that running game completely. They're almost forced to run at least once in a series of downs, and I think Philadelphia is aware of that, so it kind of inhibits San Antonio's ability to surprise the Philadelphia defense.
3rd and 7 from the 49. Rick Neuheisel at the controls. Big 3rd down play for the San Antonio Gunslingers. Neuheisel back to pass. He's got some time. He's looking over here for Roberts. He doesn't get the reception. Fans want a flag. George Cooper on the defense right there, but the doghouse defense trying to preserve this shutout with 8 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Comes up big again.
This is an incompletion thrown by Neuheisel, but it shows some advancement. The young short quarterback lost this ball, and it should have been caught over the defense. That's pretty good defensive coverage. Cooper underneath, over him, and the receiver Roberts just can't get a hold of it. But Neuheisel did the right thing and a nice pass.
Ken Hartley has averaged 36.2 yards in his 5 punts so far. He is standing at his own 34-yard line. Deep due to the injury to Garcia Lane, Scott Warner, number 25 for the Philadelphia Stars. He's standing at his own 10. Hartley taking plenty of time. And it's a fake. It's a fake. They went to the up man. The up man is cut short. He has the first down and a lot more down to the Philadelphia 33-yard line. Cut short. They were taking a long time because they were going to snap it to the up man, and he went for the first down, and the Gunslingers will retain possession, and that is a momentum builder.
He did it a couple of times last year. He ran once this year for 25 yards. These guys are pointing because they want to get the right man. And Choate, I don't know what it is about him. They ought to move him to the offensive backfield. That's a pretty good run and some good blocking there. Choate picks up the first down. Now, they almost tip it as they were pointing there, but look at the man who pulls right there. Number 52, he gets out in front of it, and Choate is able to get behind him and pick up some good yardage.
Neuheisel operating from the Philadelphia 33. He's back to pass. Stars are coming with a lot of linebackers on the blitz. Throws over the middle, intended for number 81. That is the tight end, Joey Hackett. And again, the boos rain down at Alamo Stadium as some of the Gunslingers faithful want a penalty flag, but none is forthcoming.
That was a play. This is a pass. Well, watch Mills. Sam Mills is in good position here. Now, this is an example of how come a 5'9" linebacker doesn't normally make it. Watch Neuheisel. See, oh boy, if Sam's just a little bit taller, he gets a hand on that, maybe intercepts it. Neuheisel threw into a lot of coverage there, and Sam in good position to make the deflection.
This is the 11th play in the current Gunslingers drive as they're trying to sustain something here. Rick Neuheisel, 12 for 21, 104 on the afternoon. Second down and 10 in Philadelphia territory. Neuheisel almost trips, maintains his footing. He's going deep down here to number 87. And there's a penalty flag on the play as well. That's Earl Gabadon who makes the reception. He was going out of bounds as he made it. There's a flag. Neuheisel is down on the ground. We've got about 7 things going on all at once.
Every time Philadelphia shows blitz on Neuheisel, he hesitates a bit on the line of scrimmage, probably calling an audible. And then he rolled away from his arm that time. He rolled to this side of the field and threw back. It was an excellent pass and a lot of athletic ability by Neuheisel. But, of course, the ball was juggled and went out of bounds. Watch Neuheisel here. He probably called an audible. He runs a little bit of a roll out here and pulls up. And this is not an easy thing to do, especially a guy who's only 6 feet tall. Look at this pass.
Pass interference.
Good coverage, and, boy, bang, right on the hand. Just bumped a little bit and out of bounds.
Third down.
Well, the fans have been screaming for an interference penalty all afternoon, and they finally got one. Of course, they didn't get it on the Philadelphia Stars. Offensive interference ruled on Earl Gabadon right there, number 87. So they move the ball back to the Philadelphia Stars 42-yard line, where it'll bring up a long yardage situation here for Rick Neuheisel, 3rd and 20 to be exact. Rick Neuheisel, straight back, good protection, lots of time, going over the middle, and he has Jerry Gordon down to the 10, inside the 10, the 5, inside the 5-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 3. So a big reception. Sam Mills comes up to make the stop eventually, but Rick Neuheisel to Jerry Gordon for 38 yards, and maybe some of the Gunslinger fans will take the bags off their heads because they can be proud of their offense on that play right there. This drive has been excellent.
Single back formation, number 30 runs out to the right. He's taking that safety and middle linebacker a little bit with him. Gordon's running a crossing pattern, and Neuheisel puts it right on the money. Just 5'10", 170 pounds. Jerry Gordon out of Grambling. That's a great move there, that spin move to stay in bounds. And now San Antonio threatening to get back in the ball game.
First and goal, Gunslingers operating at the Philadelphia Stars 3-yard line, and Rick Neuheisel wants an opportunity to talk things over with his head coach, Gil Steinke.
Linebackers moving so you can get free. Now, you've got a lead block here, not bad by Roberts, but they read it as Bunning, that old crafty veteran. He reads it right off tackle and comes up and fills it for no gain.
JB is still a player. The knees are not as strong as they once were, but the mind is sharper than ever. John Bunning can still get the job done. All right, we are at the 2-yard line. 2nd down and goal for the San Antonio Gunslingers, trailing 17-0, 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Neuheisel, a little confusion, goes to throw the pass intended for Stamper. Stamper was not expecting the pass at that point. A broken play. They're lucky there was not an interception or a big loss because Neuheisel almost went down in the grass.
This is play action. Doesn't work very well on the goal line. Linemen aren't even looking. They're just burying. He tries play action, runs into his own man. Great pressure by Philadelphia. They got number 25 here, Warner, coming in on a blitz, and it's just a tremendous reaction by Neuheisel to avoid the loss and get the ball off.
Most of the afternoon, the two backs have been Stamper and Penwhite. On that play, they were Stamper and Roberts. The new combination had some problems. They ran into each other. That brings up a 3rd and goal still from the Philadelphia 2-yard line. Neuheisel with the fake again. He's going to throw it out here for Gordon. Touchdown, San Antonio Gunslingers, but there is a penalty flag on the field. There's a penalty flag. Hold everything. It's in the end zone, and the officials are going to have a discussion right now. The fans are already celebrating. Neuheisel has gone over to join the discussion with the officials, and we're going to wait to see what happens.
Roberts is coming off clapping his hands. This is great athletic ability. Look at this. Look at the pressure. Warner again. Neuheisel rolling away, throws back. A strike to Gordon, who's covered pretty well. You can't do much better than that. Gibson had real good coverage on him. The ball was just in the numbers for a touchdown. Penalty on Philadelphia. We're going to see it again. This is going to stand up. Look at the pressure on Neuheisel. Doesn't break his concentration. You can't fault Gibson. He's got man-to-man, and it's just not that bad a coverage. And now it's a 6. Well, they've got 6. It's 17-6 now, and San Antonio back in this one.
The veteran Nick Mickemeyer, former Eagle, will try to make it 17-7. We have 6 minutes, 8 seconds exactly. Your holder, the quarterback, Rick Neuheisel. It's down, it's up, and it's perfect. So the score from Alamo Stadium, San Antonio, Texas, the Gunslingers have rallied to get right back in this ball game. Philadelphia 17. Kevin Kiley, Mike Barry back at Alamo Stadium. Nick Mickemeyer about to kick off. Came up in 1973 with the Atlanta Falcons that year, 26 for 38 in the field goal department. Eventually played for the Buffalo Bills, the Eagles, and now he is kicking off to the Philadelphia Stars. It's a short kick, going to be taken by tight end Steve Folsom inside his own 30, and he's going to stay inside his own 30. Good coverage downfield, so the Stars will begin this drive about the 29-yard line. We're going to be back in just a moment with more Philadelphia Stars, San Antonio Gunslingers football after this commercial break. A beautiful Easter Sunday afternoon in the Lone Star State. Things have brightened considerably for the San Antonio Gunslingers. They have scored to make the score 17-7. We're in the third quarter, 5:48 to go. Stars beginning this drive at their own 29-yard line. Chuck Fusina, fake to David Riley, back to pass. He's looking for Alan Harvin, comes over the middle instead. He's got Tom Donovan. Tom Donovan out to midfield. Good pickup, and just like that, the Philadelphia Stars silence the crowd with a 21-yard pickup. Let's join Mike Barry along the sidelines.
Don, I'm down here with the man, Jerry Gordon. 2 big catches, including that touchdown. Tell me about the touchdown play.
It was the sideline, and Rick made a great throw. The line giving protection. Just opportunity.
The coaches told me that you were the big play guy, and you made the big catches in that drive.
I just play a role on the team, and that was my role to do that pattern.
He's really very excited about that catch. He really is, Don.
You got it, Michael. He's a good receiver. That's all that counts. Here we go. Philadelphia Stars, first down at midfield. The give right up the middle is to David Duck Riley. Well, pushing and shoving as the entire San Antonio Gunslinger defense knocks him back. Right now, let's join Jim Lampley at our ABC Sports studios in New York City.
Don, things are looking bleak for the Denver Gold, though they've shown a penchant for coming from behind. They've just fallen behind 17-3 after a fumbled punt gave New Orleans field position. Buford Jordan took it in from 13 yards out. Jordan now with 88 yards. Denver has lost today's starting quarterback, Bob Galliano. They're down to number 3, Fred Mortensen. Don Tollefson.
Stars leading the Gunslingers 17-7. Stars have the ball 2nd and 9 at the Slingers 49. Play action. Chuck Fusina looking downfield for Donovan again. He's got him again at the 35-yard line. A 14-yard pickup and another Philadelphia Stars first down. Pete Rayford on the coverage.
This is straight man-to-man coverage. Rayford, well, Fusina has a lot of time to throw this thing, and Rayford right there, you just saw him leave your picture. He's going to square in, and it's just a good catch by Donovan. Fusina throws it the only place he can, low, and towards the ground. Donovan goes down to get it. Rayford goes over his back.
We give Tommy Donovan a breather, and he deserves it as we look at the Texas Rose cheerleaders. In the game in Donovan's place, number 84, Herbert Harris. Philadelphia Stars, 1st and 10 from the Gunslingers 35. That's Riley and Harvin behind Fusina. Harvin, the second back through. He's down to around the 32-yard line. A basic straight-ahead play. A little pushing and shoving after the whistle, but it's a pickup of 3 in any case. Putt choke, Paul Hanna in on the stop.
Well, you got to hand it to San Antonio's defense. I mean, they were down 17-0. They didn't stop. The biggest play of the game may have been Mickemeyer on that kickoff. When Philadelphia got that opening on the outside, and they were running that kickoff back, and Mickemeyer did the only thing he could do, and that was throw his small body in the way. He stopped it, and they held him to a field goal. Now they're back in the game.
2nd down and 7, operating from the Gunslingers 32. The back split behind Chuck Fusina. Fitzley comes in motion to the left side, top of your screen. The give is to Harvey. Chuck Comiskey out in front, over the 30, down to around the 28 or 27-yard line. Number 22, Alan Harvin. One of the Gunslingers, Peter Rayford, comes up with the football, but the ground can't cause a fumble, is the way it's explained these days. Here's a look at what happened.
Fairfield's on the other side. He's like a rover. Now he reads it. It's an inside handoff. Look at him go inside the block and over his own man. And he'll get in on the action. Number 58, the gunslinger, John Bearfield, but not before they get a pretty good gain.
As long as we're talking about heroes for the Gunslingers, we mentioned before Jerry Gordon, who was in conversation with Mike Berry, John Bearfield on that defense. Rick Neuheisel as the Stars faced a 3rd and 2, but putt choke with the fake punt was really the key to that drive in many ways, the drive that made it 17-7. 3rd and 2. If you've seen a play action of Harvard, big rush coming at him. He's going down the sidelines for Herbert Harris. Both of them go up for the ball. Rayford and Harris, they're pushing and shoving still now. Incomplete. That'll bring up a 4th down situation for the Stars as the bounty hunter defense rises to the occasion.
Well, it's man-to-man because they're coming after Fusina on a blitz. Bearfield just misses getting him. Rayford out on the coverage. It's man-to-man. This ball is underthrown. He was beaten, but he got in underneath. There's your blitz for you. As Bayfield almost had it. Now we'll go to the shot. This ball is underthrown. He was beaten. He gets back, and that's a good play there by number 84, Herbert Harris, as he goes up and breaks it up, saves an interception.
David Trout will attempt a field goal of right around 45 yards. Tim Reardon is your holder. Joe Happy is the center from Penn Charter High School, Philadelphia, PA. David Trout's kick is up, and it's good. So the margin has been extended to 20 for the Philadelphia Stars, 7 for the San Antonio Gunslingers. We have 1 minute and 45 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back with more USFL football after this.
Today, the most exciting new ideas.
Don Tollefson, Kevin Kiley, Mike Berry, and 16,590 Texans at Alamo Stadium watching David Trout tee it up to kick it off with the Philadelphia Stars leading, as you saw, 20-7, 1:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. David Trout on the day has had a couple of field goals, missed one, but had 2 from 39 and 45. He's perfect on extra points. He's accounted for 8 of the 20 Stars' tallies. The deep men once again are Mike Ulmer and Marcus Bonner, and here's Trout with the kickoff. That's Bonner taking it to the 10, 15, 20, turns the corner, trying to go outside on Mike Lush. He's up around the 30. Lush ties him up around the 32 or 33-yard line. So Marcus Bonner with a pretty good return. The Gunslingers get 22 yards out of that. They'll begin this drive from their own 32. We'll be back with more football. This is Neuheisel on a play action. He's going to keep the ball, and he's going to be tied up very quickly. Making the stop, David Ofer, right in there on top of him. Rick Neuheisel had a play-action situation in mind, but he was tied up by that doghouse defense. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10-yard situation as we take a look at Antonio Gibson, one of the fine young defensive backs on that Stars D.
If you're a defensive player chasing a quarterback like that, one of the most difficult things is not to go for that pump fake. Philadelphia did a nice job of staying on the ground and pursuing him and dragging him down on that play.
Neuheisel back to pass. He's looking to his right. He's going to go over the middle for Gordon, and Gordon has it. Out over the 45-yard line. 1st down, San Antonio Gunslingers. Jonathan Sutton with the stop, but that combination of Neuheisel and Gordon clicks again.
I think you can see the difference in the San Antonio offense, the philosophy. They know what they want to do this half, and they're being more aggressive. Neuheisel sets up very strong, and he rifles this one to Gordon, who's got man-to-man coverage there on Sutton, and he cuts inside, makes the play. And Gordon, not a big target, as I said, 175-10, so that's a pretty good pass.
1st and 10 Gunslingers operating at their own 49-yard line.